Hello everybody, back here again for a vlog a day. Today is Thursday the 30th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, fairly decent time frame, got up and around, went out, basically hopped in the hot tub, wife got off to work, and after that, got out, got a couple things in the house done, kind of chilling out, nothing too major, just kind of, I don't know, had some yard work to do and did a few other little things. Working on my fencing and stuff, replacing that, 'cause I had to put it back up, make sure it was back right. Because I had moved to taking it down to pull my trailer through with the car so I could get that lift table in, and had to make sure I had it good because I had a dog coming later this afternoon. So did that, did some yard work. Also got a bunch of my scrap wood that I picked up a while back, and I just kind of have it in a pile over on the side of the yard. And I piled a bunch of it onto the wheel barrel and hauled it over to the burn barrel area so I can have a little fire tonight. So I had a few other things going on, nothing too major, just kind of chilling out. Had heard from my wife early on, midday or so I'd say, and she was going to go out with a coworker for dinner. So told me I was on my own. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem with that. So we had a friend of ours that was possibly stopping by. When she got off work, she was actually working back in town here again, so she was going to come by, hang out for a while, and then Karen got home. We'd all three of us would be able to hang out. So went ahead, reached out to her and let her know that Karen wasn't coming home after work. She was going out for dinner. So by the time our friend would have had to go home by then, before Karen would even got back. So let her know that, and she kind of, I think that was the main reason. She's like, I'll skip it, then both are there, so all three of us can hang out together, as opposed to not seeing her in the trip. So went ahead and it was all good to go there. So had really nothing much going on. I didn't know that until about 4 o'clock when she would have showed up when I reached out and said she wasn't going to make it. So I was like, okay, all good. So went ahead and went for my run though. Got my nice little run in. It was beautiful weather. A little bit warm in the sun, just the way I love it. Absolutely gorgeous. Had a good sweat on. Ran 10 plus, had a good one, got back and basically hung out there at afterwards, got my shower, found out nobody was coming over, so I was on my own for dinner and hanging out in the evening. So I went ahead and figured out what I had to eat, and didn't see anything I wanted that was standing out to me. We have a couple pork chops left over, but if I had a pork chop, then I wouldn't have leftovers that to eat with my wife tomorrow, so we were going to eat those together. So figured, okay, I'll skip that. So decided I was going to just kind of skip dinner. I had some cashews, had a handful of cashews, and then headed back out to have a nice cigar. Chilled outside, got a couple other things done before the sun went down. Had a client reach out, so they're supposed to drop the dog off about 7. Turned into be closer to 8, so I got here. But by the time they texted and said they're on their way, shortly after that's when my wife texted and said that she was done, and that dinner is heading home. And I said, okay, I got a dog that's on their way too, so it'll be right about that same time frame. They'll have to kind of watch out for there. And she said it was all good. She had to go across the street to the father-in-law's house, drop off some medication. So if they were there, she'd just pull across in the driveway instead of actually pulling ours and walking over. So that's what happened. She got there, dropped the dog off. I watched the dog a bunch, so it's easy to go. Client's going to Iceland, so we chatted a little bit about our trip, and then grabbed the food and a leash and headed inside with the dog. So headed back out, put a little flashy light on the dogs. It was very dark by then. Dog ran around the yard, fits in really well here. It's a good dog. So when he's churring a little bit as he gets older, calming down a little bit. But man, when he first started coming, he was insanity on 4 legs. It was so hyper, but he's a lot better now. So went ahead and chilled out there. Wife came out, chatted a little about how her day went, and then she brought home some leftovers offered to me, and I kind of felt like she wanted them for tomorrow for lunch more than she wanted me to have them, so I was always going to keep them. And then after getting out the cigar, headed back in to basically wrap up for the evening, and made myself some guacamole, had myself some chips and guac, which actually mixed in a little bit of salsa in there too, and make it a little bit more volume than just one avocado in my guacamole. So turned out nice. Watched a little bit of Frasier, my bride, and then wrapped it up, called it a day. So that's all I got for now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.